Hello guys, and did you know that there are actually a lot of features on the server that need to be worked on or fixed? Some of these you may have never even used before. So today I'm going to be taking a look at the top 5 things that need to be fixed on the Loverfella server. Starting off with number 5, age searching. So age searching was actually disabled a couple months ago, and it really needs to be re-enabled. If you don't know, that's what this little compass down here, as you can see, item search is temporarily unavailable, but it's been unavailable for quite a few months now, so it really needs to be fixed. Without age searching, it's actually gotten really hard to find certain items since people are posting so many items all the time. There are always probably 1,000 items on age at a time because there are just so many posts and everyone's trying to sell stuff. So with this disabled, it makes it a lot harder to find it. Although Loverfella has talked about this before, age searching, he has talked about how it was very lagging out the server every single time someone was trying to search up an item. I never remember actually noticing this sort of lag that he's talking about. Of course, it could be more inside the code, but I really think it's possible to be fixed. That could just be me. I don't know enough about coding, but it's probably worth looking into and fixing ASAP because it's just a really helpful feature on the server. Number 4, unclaimed areas. So this is a more recent sort of like bug or glitch, and this is the fact that PvP is enabled if an area is not claimed. This personally affects me a lot as I do mining streams very often, and the area is not claimed around there. So this sort of makes it so I die a lot. It ruins streams because we just can't go in peace. People kill me. I expect it, but this really needs to be fixed as new people come on RTP, and if they run into someone who's really mean, that person may kill them, and if they kill them, the person may hate the server and think PvP is always enabled everywhere. And this is a real big problem again because PvP, not many people want to PvP. We have a PvP for a reason, a warp PvP for a reason. We have PvP enabled in claims if you want for a reason. And I really don't know how this bug came about, as it wasn't happening before, but happened once they added a new update. Okay, and to show this sort of bug or glitch, I got someone from my Discord, link in the description if you want to join, just to help explain this. So as you can see, we are not in a claim, and it's now time just to hit each other. See, I hit him, and now we're in PvP. And although this might seem like a very minor sort of bug or glitch, it is really not, because it can really affect gameplay if you're around other people and unclaimed areas, and can really ruin the game for some people as they can die. Good thing that this is probably fixable really easily by just messing around with code, but overall should be fixed, really easy to be fixed. Okay, and number 3, pets. If you don't know, pets were teased at the start of the season and were supposed to be the highlight of everything on the server. Pets were supposed to be this great thing that would give you a special buff or something on the server, but were sadly disabled after 2 months. People paid for this, so it really should be re-enabled really soon. They were working, people were getting them, people were using them, and they were working. But unfortunately, they just disabled them. I believe I heard somewhere that they were disabled because they wanted to give them a new model or something. But this is a really important thing to get fixed, as it was like the highlight of the season, and a lot of people wanted to use this. But if you guys do want to see the pets that were supposed to be seen, there are so many at /warp pets. There's so many things, and these were highlighted again as the important part of the season, but they aren't here. They were advertised for so long, and then they just stopped all of a sudden. Never really gave a reason why they were canceling it and why they just weren't having them public. But supposedly they are working on it. Supposedly they've been working on it for the past 3 months, but we still don't hear any news. I would just like to mostly just have updates about this stuff, like once a week, or like what the developers are working on at that time. They should really add that to the Loverfella Discord so people know what's being fixed and worked on, because it can really help out with information and like interaction with the player base, because there's not enough interaction between staff, developers, mods, all of that stuff, and the player community. It's really just an update comes out and then no one knows exactly what's in all of the update. But overall, pets would be really cool to finally have back, as they were just so much fun when I got to see some of them, and I always wanted to have one. And I actually had one, but staff took it away, and I really want that back also. And there's just so many cool models and cool features. I know of haste, strength, so many different things and buffs that were coming with these pets, but then were never like fully introduced. And for being a highlight of a season, they should have been already. Number 4. MCMMO. So if you don't know, there is a giant bug that has been here the entire server. Devs know about it, mods know about it, the best players know about it, and that is that netherite, any netherite item, gives you less experience when grinding MCMMO levels, which is like sword level or axe level or shovel excavation, herbalism. It's just all less experience. This is an insane problem because some of the best items on the server are netherite. And some of the best items, like original items, introduced collectible items, are netherite. This really should have been fixed a long time ago. Yes, it would require some coding, but it is an important aspect of the game, and the fact that one of the best types of items, netherite, is the worst type of item that you don't get any XP, which is, or any like skill XP whatsoever, really. You get like 0.1%. But so the fact that it's the best item that everyone and all the new players are trying to get, but then actually doesn't work as good, is a big problem on the server, because it's ruining some items and making them a lot worse, and also making it so the newer people don't know what's happening and getting a lot worse start off. And I thought I would just put this out here. If you guys do want to see your MCMMO levels for your stuff, you can do /MCMMO inspect and then your name. And once you do that, all of your levels for all the different things: excavation, fishing, herbalism, mining, woodcutter, archery, axe, sword, taming, unarmed, acrobatics, alchemy, repair, salvage, smelting, and the total levels will be there to look at. It's kind of a cool feature on the server, but the fact is that it's not being used to its max capacity or capabilities, because the best items are kind of just messing it up and stopping it from actually being like good, because you won't progress with netherite items. So don't use them. Stay with diamond, guys. Diamond's always better. And finally, number 1, quests. If you don't know, there is an NPC at spawn called Daily Quests. New quests every day. This NPC does not work. If you did not realize, you don't get these rewards. Experience points doesn't go towards anything. You don't get money for crafting these items. You don't get lover bucks. This thing has tricked so many people, including me, into grinding these items. If you didn't know, quests were also a thing last season. Every single day, you would come online and you'd have some quests. Every single week, you'd get some more quests. Every month, you'd get some quests. There would be all these different types of quests. But unfortunately, those quests were canceled about 2 or 3 months before, or maybe a little bit more, before last season ended. Okay, so with the server count going down, like daily, we used to always have 1,000 to 1,200 players online. We never used to see slobber, but now we only have 972 people online, and it's been like that a lot lately. We haven't broken 1,000 in a couple days, and we've been seeing slobber a lot more lately. So this is a real problem. The server needs to start making things or fixing items or adding updates that will bring people back onto the server daily. So for example, quests. So quests would bring people onto the server daily for a chance to get some lover bucks, or last season there was also like progression through different like levels to get even better stuff, like millions of dollars, 100 lover bucks, or even a blaze spawner. So this stuff would make people want to come back on the server, which is why it's number 1. This is the most like sought after thing that I've wanted fixed this entire season, because it's so much fun to be able to have something to do on the server other than just grind, and this makes it so it's different. You're gonna go out of your way and go do something else, like mine some other blocks rather than hitting mobs, or craft an item instead of mining. I don't know, I'm running out of examples. But so this really needs to be fixed. Disabling this close to the end of the season really messed up with a lot of people and probably also stopped people from coming to this season. But the fact that it hasn't been fixed and we're almost we are a third of the way into this season, actually almost half of the way through this season hypothetically, the fact that it hasn't been fixed is very worrying if it will ever be fixed. Because if it's not fixed, it's going to be a lost asset to the server, because it was such a fun thing for all the players to do. I keep going back to that fun thing. It's a fun thing on the server that wasn't grinding, which a lot of people really want. They want things that aren't grinding. But overall, if they're never going to actually fix this anytime soon, they really should get rid of the NPC so people don't accidentally like do these challenges expecting to get something and then get nothing and wonder why. Like crafting a netherite helmet, no one's actually going to do that, but then in turn you're losing about $20,000 worth in items. And it's just not worth it in the long run right now to do these challenges because there's no reward. So they either need to focus on fixing quests, or they need to get rid of the NPC, or they just need to find a way, again, to get people to come onto the server daily. This is the most important thing, is coming onto the server daily, but they have nothing that's doing that other than maybe an update of a new crate, which isn't daily. But yeah, honestly, one of the most important things that I think should be fixed, as it's really important. But again, these are just my opinion, so let me know if you think these should be fixed, and maybe if we make enough noise, maybe Loverfella will fix some of these things. And also, if you guys think there should be something else fixed and focused on, let me know about that in the comments. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I upload twice a week, usually Loverfella content most of the time. So yeah, but without further ado, I hope you guys did enjoy this video and have a great day.